Hey everybody, I'm here to film another haunted cemetery video. As you can see, we are at the Tilly Bend Baptist Church. We're in Fannin County, Georgia. I'm here with my son Braden. We're here to talk about the Blue Ridge Witch. This particular cemetery was founded in 1858 by Benjamin Tilly. He's not buried here. He's buried in Ellijay, Georgia, which is about 10-15 miles from here. But we will take a walk back up the hill here in a minute and walk up towards where the grave of Elizabeth Bradley is. She's said to be the Blue Ridge Witch, and I will tell you her story in just a minute. So come on. Hey, we made it up to the grave of Elizabeth Bradley, and I'm standing on it right now. There's no headstone here anymore. There's a bench in place of it. I'll give you a little history about the area. It was originally founded by the Creek Indians, and some white settlers from North Carolina came down here, and they got along good with the Creeks, and they ended up started marrying some of the Creek women. And not too long after that, the Cherokees came in and pushed the Creeks out because they didn't get along. So, okay, well, they pushed the Creeks out, and the white settlers and their Creek wives stayed because they did get along with the Cherokees. And one of the women who was a Creek witch doctor was Elizabeth Bradley. She was kind of feared in the area because she was a so-called witch doctor. She had two daughters, and her daughters married into two different families, the Stanley family and the Tilly family. There was a feud that happened between the families. Nobody knows quite why, but there was a shooting down here at the church, and one of the people that was killed in the shooting was one of her daughters. In retaliation for the shooting, the Tilly family snuck in after the Tillys were killed here at the church. A lot of the Tilly men banded together, and they snuck into where the Stanley families lived and killed a bunch of men in their sleep. In between both of the families feuding, both of her daughters ended up getting killed, and Elizabeth Bradley put a curse on both of the families. It said that they would have no kids after that. But the crazy thing was, after she put the curse on it, both families had stillborn babies for years, both sides. None of the babies lived. Well, after this happened for a while, they accused her, of course, of being a witch, and they brought her here to this tree, and they hung her from this tree, and they buried her right where she fell. Difference being, most Christian graves, heads facing the east because of the coming of the Lord, so you sit up facing the Lord. She's buried the opposite, kind of customary with witches. After they hung her, the babies still kept being stillborn on both sides of the family, and they blamed Elizabeth Bradley's sister Mary, and said that she was a receptacle for her sister, and her sister had possessed her, and so they brought her here, and they also hung her. They gave her a proper burial, though. She's buried right here in this grave, and they actually faced her stone the correct way because she wasn't a witch, she was just a receptacle, is what they said. So, well, it's said that today the cemetery is haunted, and a lot of times during the daylight hours, you can hear babies crying. You'll see apparitions during the day, all sorts of stuff, and they say it's mostly related to the witch activity and the hangings and the feuds between the family. So if we see anything spooky or hear anything spooky while we're here, we'll let you know. But we'll get some footage of the area. It's a beautiful area. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains here in Fannin County, Georgia. The Toccoa River's on the other side of the cemetery, drops way down a hill. So try to get some footage of it and walk you back down to the church and go from there. So that's going to wrap it up here at the Tilly Bend Baptist Church. Wish Carrie could have been down here with us. Love you, my beautiful woman. She's stuck up in Michigan right now. Hopefully we'll be bringing you some more videos here soon. Take care.